Siagini munasemaje? Siagini munasemaje? Hapa ni one term. Hapa ni one term.
Kasongo wapi? Kasongo wapi? One term.
The political tide in Mount Kenya is shifting fast, and this weekend, Kirinyaga County became the latest stage for a dramatic show of rebellion against President William Ruto and Governor Waiguru. What was meant to be an ordinary series of roadside rallies turned into a public humiliation for the president's camp, exposing just how fragile his hold on the Mount Kenya region has become.
Harambe! Huyu Kasongo tumemwonea 18. Si tumekataa UDA. Sasa anatengeneza mawiru baru. Unasikia? Goja kidogo. Oh, ndiye huyu. Haya, achomwe huyo sasa. Oh, huyu ndiye msaliti. Amepiga yeye mguu. Kasongo alipiga vijana mguu.
The rallies, spearheaded by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua alongside opposition leaders KALONZO and Mother Karua, drew massive crowds. From Kutus to Kiragoya, residents lined the road chanting "Ruto must go" and one-term president, drowning out even the voices of local leaders who tried to defend the government. The air was thick with anger, frustration and betrayal. What was once Ruto's political stronghold has suddenly turned hostile.
Na nchi endelee. Nyinyi vijana ndio kama vile Rigathi anasema kila siku. Nyinyi ndio tegemeo letu na ndio tegemeo la nchi mzima. Kwa hivyo jamani, mimi nataka kuwasihi. Vile mnaona tukuambia huyu Ruto lazima tumpeleke Sugoi. Musisite. Huyu ndio naona vijana wameumia hapa.
Despite President William Ruto being in Nairobi for a church service, the backlash in Kirinyaga sent a clear message. His absence did little to shield him from the rage brewing in a region that overwhelmingly voted for him in 2022. The same people who once hailed him as a reformer and a savior of the hustler nation are now openly rejecting him. Their grievances are simple: broken promises, rising living costs, collapsing businesses, and a government that seems more focused on political survival than real change.
Nimezungumza na viongozi wengi katika taifa letu la Kenya. Nimeongea na wabunge almost 80% of parliament, one-on-one, to explain to them how we are going to move this country from a third world country to a first world country. I have had a conversation with our former Prime Minister Raila Odinga on how we are going to move this country from a third world country to a first world country. I have engaged my brother, former President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Governor Waiguru, once seen as Ruto's fierce defender in Mount Kenya, also faced the wrath of the people. The residents accused her of being detached from the people's struggles and too loyal to a president they now view as a failure. For a leader who once commanded respect and admiration, the humiliation was both loud and public.
DCP munasema sikiza ground. DCP. Nyinyi ni watu ya DCP. Mumehama kwa UDA. Wacha nione watu ya DCP. Harambe!
Rigathi Gachagua, who only months ago was sidelined and politically humiliated by Ruto's inner circle, appeared to have regained his confidence. Surrounded by opposition figures, he spoke like a man on a mission to reclaim the mountain and punish those who betrayed him. His message resonated with the crowd, not because of his political theatrics, but because it mirrored the frustration in people's hearts.
Aende asiende? Mjumbe wa Mwea aende asiende? Ni musaliti si musaliti. Ametuangusha hata tuangusha. Wangapi wanasema mjumbe wa Mwea aende? Harambe!
The Kirinyaga drama is more than just political noise. It is a symptom of a government losing touch with the people. The slogan of bottom-up and hustler nation that once united millions now sound empty. Small traders now complain of punitive taxes. Farmers say they are worse off. Youths speak of joblessness and hopelessness. Every sector of society feels neglected. For many, Ruto's presidency has become a story of promises turned to pain.
Na mimi natoa amri. Sisi tutapiga Ruto risasi. Wangapi wako tayari kumpiga risasi? lakini risasi yetu Ruto tunampiga risasi kwa debe.
What stood out most in Kirinyaga was the unity displayed by opposition leaders. KALONZO Musyoka and Mother Karua stood shoulder to shoulder with GACHAGUA, painting a rare picture of solidarity across political lines. They promised to stay united and ensure that Ruto is a one-term president. Their tone was defiant, their presence is symbolic. It was a warning shot that 2027 will not be business as usual.
Lazima vijana mchukue kura. Registration inaendelea. Tunajua mlima mna kura nyingi, lakini tunataka muongeze kura zingine ili tumpeleke nyumbani one. Na mtu asikwambie ati rais hawezi kutolewa. Siku ya leo rais wa Seychelles ametolewa one term.
The political earthquake that started in Kirinyaga is likely to ripple through the entire Mount Kenya region. Discontent is growing, and Ruto's closest allies in the area are beginning to feel the heat. The same mountain voters who delivered him to State House are now turning against him, accusing his administration of betrayal. The anger is not just political, it is deeply personal. People feel used, lied to, and forgotten.
Miaka nyingi tumekwama pale mahali pa umaskini, ukosefu wa kazi, njaa na mambo yale mengine. Imetosha. It's now time for us to elevate our country to the next level. And we have what it takes to take Kenya to that next level.
Political analysts say GACHAGUA'S re-emergence marks the beginning of a serious political realignment. Once mocked for being too emotional and tribal, the former deputy president is now being embraced as the voice of a neglected region. His ability to rally the crowd, coupled with the support of heavyweights like KALONZO and Karua, signals that a new political force could be taking shape.
Hello, mambo, sio poa ni one time, mambo.
Back in Nairobi, Ruto continued with his Sunday church service, projecting calm and confidence. But behind the scene, there is panic. The humiliation in Kirinyaga cannot be ignored. It is a mirror reflecting a large problem, warning support and growing rebellion within his own backyard. For a president who rose to power by mastering ground politics, losing the mountain could be catastrophic.
I have had a conversation with our former Prime Minister Raila Odinga on how we are going to move this country from a third world country to a first world country. I have engaged my brother, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, on how we are going to move this country from a third world country to a first world country. I have engaged many, including Gideon Moi recently, on how we are going to move this country from a third world country to a first world country. And I will continue to engage all the leaders.
The message from Kirinyaga was loud and unfiltered. The people are tired. They want accountability, not speeches. They want action, not excuses. They are done clapping for politicians who have forgotten them. What began as a roadside rally has turned into a political warning. Ruto's charm in Mount Kenya is fading fast, and if he does not act swiftly, the same people who crowned him could be the ones to send him packing in 2027.
Tukiwa na Mother Karua, tukiwa na Kalonzo, tukiwa na Eugene, na tena kwa hii mlima, tukiwa na ndugu yetu Linturi, tunataka sisi tusafiri safari moja vile tulifanya 2022 na ndugu yangu
In the end, Kirinyaga did not just host a political event, it staged a revolt. The chants, the boos, the rejection all carried one message. The mountain is restless and the wind of change is blowing. Whether Ruto listens or ignores, it will determine his fate in the years ahead.
Tuko nyuma ya Rigathi. Hebu nionyeshe watu wale tuko nyuma ya Rigathi.
Tuko na mheshimiwa Jessica Mbalu kutoka Kibwezi.
Anatosha matoshi. Anatosha matoshi. Niko na swali mbili hapa. Leo hii mkienda hapa kwa polling station hapa Sagana, mupate sura ya William Ruto na sura ya Rigathi, mutapigana ni kura? Mutapigana ni kura? Swali ya pili, leo hii mkienda kwa polling station, mupate sura ya William Ruto na sura ya KALONZO Musyoka, mutapigana ni kura? Mutapigia nani kura? Swali ya tatu. Leo hii